Okay. We should be a go. So, welcome all to the stream. Sorry, it's 10 minutes late. We were going to be using an emulator, but it really wasn't working. So, we have now chosen a different emulator, and hopefully that one will be better. So, I'm hoping this is randomized. It hasn't been tested, so I didn't really get time to test it. So, I'm hoping we have done it right. Also, sorry if I sound a bit weird. I do have a cold at the moment, so I can't really change it, unfortunately. But yeah, so let's hope this is randomized. We won't know until we get our starter, obviously. But yeah. Let's send out a few messages just beforehand. Actually, we can put the sound on, right? Because we're not playing anything else. So yeah, we can definitely play the sound. You'll need to let me know if the sound's a bit too much. I could actually listen to it myself. Give me 2 seconds and we'll sort it. Okay. We'll have a look at the sound in a sec. It sounds okay to me on my headphones, so maybe a tiny bit too loud, to be honest. So we'll sort that. Hopefully people who come into the stream will be able to help us with anything that is too loud or isn't loud enough. Let's get a drink so we can start this series right. So, this series is obviously going to be a randomizer Nuzlocke, like normal. However, we are going to be running maybe 1 or 2 different mods. So today's one is going to be a tester of the one we've started today. See if traders are randomized, see if Pokemon are randomized, and then we can look into sorting a proper series out. I have been doing this for the past 2 weeks, so obviously things aren't complete. But I've been very happy if this works, so it has been in the running for a long time. And we haven't done a sword and shield randomizer on the channel, so really looking forward to doing this. The one thing I wish I could have done was up the difficulty, because Sword and Shield, like all the newer Pokemon games, aren't that hard to do, because this, like the generation of Red, Blue, Yellow, things like that, they were really hard to do, because obviously you didn't have EXP share. Same thing as Gold and Silver, really. All the remakes have made it very easy with the EXP share that goes across your whole party. Now, I think on every game there should be a setting where you can turn that off and just have it either single mon, all mons, or just off in general. So I do think in the future hopefully Pokemon can implement that. But right now the game's looking really good. What we're going to do is we're going to have 2 of these running at the same time as well. So we'll have Sword going on one and potentially Scarlet and Violet on another. If we can get the switch working with one of them, great. But we do have a Atmosphere custom firmware switch that I'd like to use. Okay. Right. Yo, you're right, Dan. Yeah, I know, about time. Sorry I was late. The emulator we were running didn't work. Just in case you've not got your sound on. Right. So, let's go and see if our starters have been randomised. Because if not, we'll try and sort this on stream, which will be pretty cool. You're right, Rach. You do have the sound on. Bloody hell. Are you alright? Right, let's get this sorted. Let's hope that we have sorted this mod out and we get some starters that are different. We do need to get our Pokemon first, don't we? It's been so long since I played Sword and Shield. So, do we go into the woods first? I feel like we do. No, we go and get our starters first, don't we? Then we go in the woods. Just realised my TV's off as well. Give me 2 seconds and I'll sort that. Hey, nice one. Ooh. And we are back. Sorry about that. One of the things we are looking at sorting. This Pokemon game is my fave. I can't get away from the Kanto series, if I'm honest. Red, blue, and yellow were my favourites. And then obviously you got Johto after that. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were fire. So, can't say this is my favourite. On the Switch, I would go with... I haven't played it, but looking at videos, I would go Legends Arceus. It seems better than these ones. More open world, different mechanics, and it made... like, the gameplay of it seemed really good. So hopefully Legends ZA should be better. One of the things that has been out... Yeah, the wild area is pretty cool. Hopefully the mods have worked and the wild area is even more... like, even better now. Did I have to go to Hop's room? No. Okay. Dan, let me know, or Rach, let me know if the sound's too high or too low on the gameplay and I'll turn it down or up if you can hear it. Right. This is where it's this is where we find out if it worked or not worked. I'm hoping it's worked. And this seems to be running okay on these emulators, so I'm pretty happy with that. I know a lot have been very jittery, but I mean, we're on a 3080 at the minute. The 5080 is going to be fire, and I will definitely be getting... I'll probably get a 5090 to be honest. I know you're looking at getting a 50 series, Dan. Are you thinking 5080 or 5090? Can't remember. The game is pretty quiet. How about now? Obviously you guys are a bit behind, so It'll update just when we're walking away from Leon. Right, let's go and see if we have modified this correctly. I feel like we're not going to have been. Now, one of the things I need to enable is skipping the videos, because we have already completed the game. Loads better. Perfect. You're going to go 50-80, Dan? I definitely thought you'd be going 50-90. If I get enough money together, I'll go 50-90. If I don't, 58 will be fine. It all depends when they bring the water blocks out, to be honest. Because I'm going to upgrade my graphics card. I'll probably upgrade everything to water cooled. Oh, we're getting a bit of lag there. So we might need to look at that. Obviously, with this being an emulator, it's not going to be perfect. So let's see, because our starters should be different. They are not, which means the mod hasn't worked. I am going to go Score Bunny. We'll see if the wild area has changed. If not, we'll have to look at the mod. Uh, 90 for reram. Sadly, we'll get it for flight sim. Yeah, I bet. Haven't seen him on the streams for a while. I think the 58 is coming out a few months beforehand, Dan. And the 59 is coming out early next year. 58 is coming out at the end of this year. So, oh, I just realised. No wonder I'm all red. We haven't got our lights on. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. I'm not picking Sobble Rach. Sobble's the worst one. If you're going for competitive, you're going for Grookey. I prefer Score Bunny. So just gotta hope that the mod has worked. If not, we'll have to figure out why. I should have actually saved it before the starters. So that's kind of annoying that we'd have to go through all that again. The worst. Wow. Sobble is the worst. Nearly as bad as WoW. To be fair though, I usually go for grass. I just want to see what Pokemon we see in the wild. Oh, we've got a battle. I'm gonna say we're gonna be stuck without a mod for a little bit, which isn't great. Oh, I forgot Hop has 2 Pokemon at the start. Bit of a cheating way. Oh, here's your starter, but you've already got a Pokemon anyway. What I do is we will probably, like I said, this is just a test run. When we get it working properly, we'll do another randomizer and we'll get the starters changed, and then hopefully we will sort out the rest of the wild area. I feel like it's going to crash though. on the emulator with all the legendaries and stuff that'll be out in the wild. So we got no one here. Okay, we seem to have crashed a little bit. We should actually get wild Pokemon up here, right? So, if these haven't changed, I'm going to say the mod hasn't worked. No, it's still going, okay. View count is wrong. Yes, it is. The chat rate just went from 4 to 0 as well because don't know why. So, but it's that hot in here. I'm gonna have to do what tennis players do and just wipe. It's roasting in here. The PC is running at like not full speed, but it's on high. Put it that way. So let's see if these Pokemon are random. They're not. Okay. So we need to change that. So we need to come over here and get PKNX open. File open. Could be 1 out of 80 or mine. What? Confused, Dan. Fair enough. Right, let's have a look and see why that didn't work. So, gift Pokemon. Let's randomize. I don't really know which one's our starter. I'm going to say it's this one. Maybe. Let's see what happens. While we're doing that, I can always just do this on the fly. Don't need moves to be done. Come on, let's kill this. Okay, my mouse has just decided to die. Lovely. 1 out of 800, yeah. I feel like it's definitely not done. I feel like it's going to be a case of the mod hasn't worked. Because the starters didn't change either. Yeah, it definitely didn't work. Oh, pardon me. Right. So we want wild Pokemon, Please choose again. Yes for sword, no for shield. So yes. Okay, save. Static mons. So let's go to here. I'm trying to find where the starters are. Okay. Trainers. Randomize options. Force double battles, no. Train accounts, 1. Teams. Random moves. Okay. So, the trainer in Route 1, the first trainer, has a shiny lair on apparently. Trainer 2 has a Clefable, so if we go here, and then we go back to Victor, okay, so it is changing. Okay. It doesn't say anything about random abilities, that's the only thing. Okay, so Pokemon, we want enhancements. So we want to randomize all abilities, inherit ability, held direct chance, catch rate unchanged, modify egg. I don't really want his stats to change. So God, these mods are gonna be a pain, I feel like. Okay. No Wonder Guard. Okay. So if we go to here. Okay, so it has worked. Save that. File, save. So, we need to save this game. And then close it down and reopen it. God, I am sweating. It's not great. I need to get something sorted for this room. Right. That's all saved, so let's close it down. Right. Let's do that. Transition. Right. Close that down. Are you sure you want to close? Yes. Right. Sword. Right, let's reload this thing back up and hopefully it will work out just the way I want it to. And our wild Pokemon will have changed. Mod data. Hold on, close that down. Sorry about this, by the way. It's right, delete that folder. 89680. Yep, all good to go. I don't really know whether this has worked, so we're just gonna hope that it does. It does say it's gonna take a long time though, so let's just hope that it works. File, save, right. Okay, it's deleted itself. Of course it has. Why wouldn't it? Oh man. It's gonna be a long day to sort this out. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Alright. Moves no, placement no, Pokemon. Save. Okay, so that should now, instead of doing that, we can just copy it. Sorry about that, it did it crashed on us. So that's now saying that works. So let's have a look, shall we? This is the first time me using mods, so it is going to be a case of just trial and error until we get this working. That's why this stream is currently going on. I'm going to say, obviously our starter Pokemon doesn't really work because we've obviously already got one. Let's hope we've got this worked out and fine. These Pokemon might not have changed, and they haven't. So let's go and have a look at the wild Pokemon after this. It might be the case you can't change these Pokemon. Like, you shouldn't be able to change them or the legendary fog. So let's take a look. Because you never know, we might have actually got the mod working, but it's just taking its time. However, we could potentially look at the Switch one though. Because we do have our Switch right here. So if it did work on Atmosphere, we can at least try it. Dan, and I think you're right, mate. I think PC in another room might be the way to go. Because this is absolutely unbearable. It is that hot in here. We do have a fan, it's just not silent. So if I was to turn it on, it would probably be that loud that you wouldn't be able to hear. Yo, you're right, Rory. A bit late, lad. We're finishing up the stream in 20 minutes. Yeah, Hey Rory, do you want to donate some AC to the cause, mate? Right. Didn't see you on. Do longer streams then. Mate. An hour stream's massive. Ain't got no AC, I know, but you can get them little portable ones, can't you? The portable ACs, you know what? I did actually see one at work. I think I took a picture of it. Because it's actually really good. Made a bit of noise, like. Ah, yeah, I bet it is. It's just absolutely horrendous here. I'm sure I took a picture of it, I did. So it's a lac one. But yeah, it worked really well. Might have to buy one. I haven't looked into how much they are. But if it's good enough for like a working environment, it's good enough for what I'm going to be using it for. Right. So, if this mod hasn't worked, I will spend tomorrow trying to get it working for tomorrow's stream. Hoping it has worked though. Because now we should be able to go into the wild and see what Pokemon we can catch. If the wild Pokemon are different to normal Route 1, so you got Rookidee, Squavit, and Pokemon like that, then it means it has worked in our favour. Oh, we gotta go into our house. It's up here, right? Should have been paying attention to what actually happened. It's been a while since I played Pokemon Sword, to be fair. So currently I have my Switch working, and if the wild encounters have changed on here, that's great. If they haven't, well, we need to look at why. And I think that will be in tomorrow's stream, if anything. So let's see what happens. Please let this have worked, otherwise I have no idea. Let's go and see our wild Pokemon. I think I just saw Squavit's tail, which means it has not worked. Yep, hasn't worked. I have no idea why it hasn't worked. But it hasn't. So let's save it here. And we can look at why the mod hasn't worked. Because we kind of need it to. Right. So I just realised that video was playing in the background. Right. Can we get another one of these running? We can. Lovely. See, it doesn't ask you to either EXX. So why didn't this work? Because it should have worked. We've got everything set up, right? So I'm just confused at this point. Because the randomizer, like, it is actually working. Randomizer pressure, why didn't count trainers? Right. So looking online, it hasn't actually done. We haven't done anything wrong, so it's weird that it's not working. If I can still randomizer PKNX. Encounters. It might be the case that I'm on the wrong mod version. Make sure to change what. Do you change you want? Do save and close it. Beware the peak of uncorrect mod follow without closing it. Are you kidding me? So it could be the case that we haven't closed it down. So if we close that now and we go back here. No, it's done it right. God, it's so hot. Downgrading to version 1.2 of SwordWorks from that was issue. So potentially my game isn't where it needs to be. So we could try that. We could literally close this down. Let's just save it first, and then we can try loading up a different version of the game. Yep. So let's close that down. There we go. So, how do I look at add-ons here? Desktop, Pokemon. Ah, okay. So that has everything in it. That could be the reason. It also could not be the reason at the same time. So we're actually going to leave the stream here, and I'll try and figure this out tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Sorry that the stream's a bit black in a minute. It's just a bit blank. So thank you all for coming to the stream. Sorry it hasn't worked. I will get it sorted for tomorrow. So